And it looks like we're live, so I want to welcome everybody and thank you for coming out, and thank Monica not only for coming out today to show us how to use this amazing tool she's come up with for us, but also to show us some of the tricks to making the most out of our website. So we do have a new website for the team. Our extensionteam.com is for participating distributors who want to be part of the online presence. This is kind of an added benefit to being part of our team. And what we're going to do then is I'm going to hand things over to Monica. She can share her screen and let us know who's, let us see the website and then see what some of the things you can do to help promote us and to help promote your own interests through our extensionteam.com. So Monica?
Okay, let's see if I can share this. All right, so I just click here, share desktop, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that works. Anything happen?
Yeah. Yeah, it's showing your screen.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right, so do you see the website on the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted, I don't know if you guys have gone in and just looked around and whatever. There's still a few things that I need to fill in. One of the things I just wanted to mention, let's see. Wait. So I'm going to go to the Healthy Food Systems page, which is Mary. And under Mary's page, you know, it's got her little kind of like a hello intro, and then she's got a contact form. So I'm going to be putting a contact form for everybody on their page. I haven't got all that finished yet, but I'm working on it today. And then we scroll down and you can see like a bio of her that she provided for me. And then she provided for me some other things that can link back to her website if people are interested on online courses or microbes, minerals, and mindset podcast. Yeah, so, and then here's just some information that they could read that actually came from her website. And when they click read more, it will open up a new window in the browser and go to her website. So these are some things that maybe if you guys would like to provide for me, to extend, you know, your page, if you want more information on, you know, your little bio page. Mm-hmm. So might want to keep that in mind, and you can just email me that info and I'll just get it up there. If you want to do it today, I'll get it up there today. So.
And Monica, for the benefit of,
sorry,
for those of us who just don't do anything on the internet, can you talk a little bit about what the benefits are to having these cross links? For example, why it's helpful to have me put something on this website and back to my website.
This website could really be used as a tool to really help with your longevity side, because you could talk about maybe some products that, you know, that you're offering. I don't know if you want to go back, I'm going to go back to the home page. I'm on the home page right now, but here's all of us. I still need to get a couple of other members up.
Oh man, Misty joined. That's awesome. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Mackerel. Jesus.
Yeah. So if you scroll down, I have this blog area, and Mary and I put together some, you know, articles real quick. And like for instance, I put this Father's Day gifts for the Mineral Man up, and basically, you know, when you click on it, it goes straight to the article, and you can put a long article as long as you want, and they can read about it or whatever. But for this one, when you click learn more, it goes straight out to the longevity website. So I feel like this website could be really used as a tool where people can link back to your longevity website. And I don't know if Mary mentioned, but, you know, we would like all of the members to at least do one post a month. Mm-hmm. But you can do as many posts as you want. But Mary had said that at least 1 or 2 longevity posts would be nice.
Yep.
So.
Right. And I think that's something that it can really turn us from kind of chugging along and treading water a little bit in longevity to really moving to the forefront and claiming what all of us want out of a residual income opportunity. And I think if each one of us just commits to writing minimum one catchy article a month, we can post it on here. It can have links. If you write the articles, it can link back to your longevity website, and you can reap any benefits that come from that.
Right. And see, Mary put her podcast here. She embedded it in this article. I mean, I just think this is a really great website to be used as a tool just to get people to go to your website or go to your longevity. And I think just putting, some really great articles. And I mean, if we all together at least put one article, I mean, this blog could stay really fresh and, in Google we'll definitely see it because it's fresh content and get it on the, the search engine. So. And
many hands make light work.
Yeah.
If each of us is just committing to a minimum of one article, that's 8 articles a month.
Yeah.
And then those of us who, come into more content, well, we put a little bit more up there.
Yeah.
But at least we'll have a minimum of 8 articles a month. And that's raising our awareness on the Google search engines. It's creating more for people to look at when they come here. And it's taking advantage of the effort Libby and I already have going with the podcast that keeps pointing people back here. By the way, I believe Tony is going to publish this evening, episode 19, which is going to tell people about this website and point them to it. So we can start sharing that with people and pointing them to this website.
Mary, can I chime in real quick?
Please.
So 2 things. One, I think this is phenomenal, and I love the concept. So whoever came up with the concept is a rock star.
There you go, Monica. Monica's been trying to get me to do something like this for months. There you go.
Monica, you win. Good job. On Tuesday, Mary and I are going to record the pre-road trip recording. And I invested in some audiovisual equipment. And so I am planning to collect as much interviews, content, videos, blog posts, whatever we can on this road trip that we're going to do, which should spur the ability to create a ton of content that we could schedule or break up or mass post, whatever you think is best, Monica. But
that's fine. Yeah.
Really hopeful that that's going to give us some driver, and our Reclaim website is finally getting some really good traffic. And so the cross linking and all the things that I haven't done yet will be, I think, really good on all fronts. So I agree with concept 1,000%.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I know there's a lot of people on this team that kind of have the same, subject going. Like for instance, the farm and garden section. I went ahead and I put, get to that page. I put Glenn and Libby on there. Is there a third one, Mary?
Mary?
Actually, Libby's missing from the front page, and I noticed that when we logged in.
Right. As I said before, there's still lots of little things that I'm working on today to try to get everything consistent. But, for the most part, a lot of it's up.
Perfect.
So, but anyway, so like when they go to the farm and garden, if there's 3 or 4 people here, they can click on the person that maybe, referred them to go here and to learn more about Glenn and how to get in touch with Glenn. So Glenn has his, what do you call it?
Bio?
Contact. Yeah, his bio, but his contact form is there. And then Libby's is down below that. So when they click the picture, it'll go straight to his, and that will go straight to his. I'm working on that right now. And then, of course, the same blog will show up on every page. That way, everyone's getting, whoever's articles are up, they're getting, people will see it on the pages, on any page that they go to. So it's basically a general working blog.
Okay, now one time you had thought that as blog articles get tagged, they would sort out by page. Is that?
Well, no, I think it needs to be general, because if they are just, going down the page on the farm and garden and they see something else, that they might be interested in, like, oh, a healthy food system, let's see what that article's about. It at least gets all those articles out so people can see them and not just stay on, one particular page. Now, when you just roll over in the navigation, your articles show up, Mary, as a sub-menu. So
Oh, okay.
they can get to them from here.
Okay.
Which I think is really
So
great.
how are they getting tagged to healthy food systems?
We just have to make a tag for them and add them to the tag section. And I haven't gotten that far yet. That's probably like going to be one of my last things that I work on. I'm just trying to get all the content on here and everybody's page going where it's supposed to.
Okay.
So, but once I'll get all the tags in. And
I'm asking because, for example, the coffee article probably goes better under health and well-being.
I don't know. You wrote the article, so.
So is that something I need to do in the tags?
No, you don't have to do it. I can just put the tag up for it and put.
I think.
I don't know.
I think what Monica's trying to say, Mary, is that if you wrote it, she's trying to also make sure it's tied to your page, so you're getting the credit or the drive basically from that article.
But if anybody goes to the website and goes to the blog, they're going to see everybody's article.
All of them. But then there's also like featuring it on your section.
Yeah. So
yeah, but I think as a reader, if I click on healthy food systems, I want to see articles about healthy food systems.
Okay.
Not about, not about drinking coffee.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. If you write an article, I guess you'd have to let me know
whether or not
it goes under, and then I'll put it under that.
Okay.
So that's the only way that.
Yeah, we'd have to give you a little bit more guidance for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So, which is like extra steps. So it's fine, but I'm just letting you know. So I guess next I wanted to show you how to go ahead and log in and be able to write an article. Does that be okay next?
Please.
Okay. All right, so you'll basically go to ourextensionteam.com, and I'll send you this information. As soon as I set up your login information, I'll send you the link that you click on, and then you'll have this window to log into.
Okay.
So I'm going to put Glenn in because I have his set up already, and I emailed you, Glenn, your username and password and your link to get in. So. So I'm going to go ahead and put his password.
When did you do that?
I emailed you probably about 20 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
So.
It wasn't 20 weeks ago. That's good.
No.
And you're using that's WordPress. You're using WordPress?
Yes.
Ooh.
I know. This is why we're doing this tutorial, and it's not that hard. So.
No, I like it because I'm trying to do a site in WordPress, and I'm learning as I go. So this is good. So
okay.
It's something I'm already trying to learn.
Awesome.
So we're going to go ahead and log in as Glenn. And so we're logging in. Wait for my computer. Okay. So we're in. And what the first thing you want to do, because what you all are going to do is contribute to the blog. So if you do want me to add more content to your area, you can just email me and then I'll put it up there, just to keep the site's integrity, the same. So nothing gets, broken or whatever. So you'll go up here to posts, and I have in here the articles that Mary and I wrote and already did, but I also have a template here that anybody could use if they want. I can set up a template. Hold on a second, let me get to it. So here's the post template.
Nice.
And you can edit it. And then I also set up like a new, this is a brand new one. So, and you guys can do that too. You can click add new here on the left side or add new up here at the top. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so this is where your headline goes. So we can say headline here. And then you can just, you know, copy in your article or write your article here. Now, in order to get a photo in here or a graphic, you would need to go right here under set featured image. So you click that and you can upload it from your computer because you're going to need to put it in the media library. Here's the media library of all the pictures that are already on the site. But if you want to bring in something new, you'll need to do this. So you'll select, you know, the file and it'll connect to your computer. It's just connecting to my downloads computer. And you can just pick I'll just pick this barbecue picture that I used before. And then it brings it into the media library. And then you just set as featured image. I'm just gonna look and see if it said anything else. So now it's set as your featured image on this page. So once you wrote your article, put your headline in, set your featured image, and you can have more than one. And what it's gonna do, if you add feature number 2, feature number 3, it's gonna make it as a slideshow.
Oh, cool.
So I have a post on there already that's acting like a slideshow because I put 2 photos up. And then you'll hit publish. So let's go, I'm going to go back into the website to see if it published. And then we're going to go down to the articles page. Oh, I got to refresh. Make sure you refresh after you do something because you won't see it otherwise. And there it is, right here. Headline here, write your article, and there's the featured pick.
Awesome.
And this is the one that I believe has, yeah, these have more than one picture. See, it's going to be a slideshow.
Mm-hmm.
So does anyone have any questions?
So
I'm so excited.
Sorry. Yes.
I do. So I noticed. So you did the Father's Day post.
Yes.
And so I was looking at that. It was really good. Clicked more info, and it did go to your longevity site. And
yes.
So at that point, then they had an opportunity to order.
Correct.
I like it.
Yep. And you guys can do that too. You can have it go once you write your article of a product or whatever you're trying to talk about, and you can have your link go to your longevity website. So I think it makes sense that, you know, and then we can always say, hey, and you can look at the articles that are already up. If you see somebody already talking about a Father's Day gift, maybe you can pick another one, or that way we don't have 2 things going at once. So do you have any other questions?
No, so I would do a Mother's Day, after Mother's Day article.
Yeah. Or you can do an article about farming and then tie it to, you know, maybe the girls or.
Actually, since
Right.
your pig's there, why don't you do one about pigs and recycling food waste?
Yeah.
Oh, I know about that. Okay.
And you can also, you know, have your link on the article go to your blog. I noticed you had a blog, Lynn. So.
Right. So
I can't tell which pig that is from here. Is that Big Ball?
No, that's
He looks small. Huh?
That's Ham.
Oh.
That's him.
He always gets in the back of the truck, so I gotta.
Really?
I cannot wait to meet your
Yeah. So, okay, cool. So really what you're saying too, just so I understand, to drive traffic to your Youngevity site, you will have to post. You'll have to come up, you have to be creative.
Yeah. You can be creative.
She's all, yeah.
And there could be a lot of joint synergy here, because if somebody's already coming to the website to see Glenn, and they already have a relationship with Glenn, and they read Monica's post and they like it, the odds are they're going to go to Glenn and say, hey, I'm thinking about buying this mineral stuff.
Yeah, because they know Glenn, so.
And you just say, well, I can help you with that. You know, I think it's good, because it's going to push all of us to get busy posting stuff.
Well, I don't have any problem if you want to buy it through Monica, but yeah, I'm just trying to understand how the system works. So yeah, you have to do something creative, and then drive people to that site.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm just trying to make it simple for you, so you can just log in there, do a new post, get your article in there, set your featured image, and boom, you're out of there and you're done. So you've got one article in there a month, or you can do as many as you want, just as long as there's, I guess, ask Mary, however Youngevity she wants in there.
Relevant content.
Yeah, I mean, it can be Youngevity content. It can just be content about your farm, or about your wellness center, or about the activities. Do one on hypnosis. I mean,
well, the first one I'm thinking of is recapping sort of our Sanctuary of the Soul retreat.
Yeah.
And you know, so that's very mind, body, spirit, but we talked about food. There's lots of, I mean, in everything that I do, there's a million ties. So.
Oh yeah, tons. So.
Yeah. And I'm real anxious to hear about your retreat anyway, so I'll look forward.
You'll have plenty of hours of my time, Mary, very soon.
Are you kidding? It's going to fly.
It is. I'm so excited.
I'm really looking forward to all this. So a couple of thoughts as Monica was talking. I realized it took me literally years of working with Monica to grasp some of this search engine stuff and what's going on behind the scenes. I'll expose my ongoing ignorance here, and just say that what I'm recognizing, Monica used to keep telling me, you've got to get content, and I just thought of everything else I have to do, and content seemed light years away. But if you're not posting, you know, if a website is changed daily, it's going to rank way higher on the Google search engines than one that you write a post on every 6 months.
Absolutely.
And so one reason we want all of us to be on here posting stuff, as I see it, the more the better, is because that's going to start moving us up in search ratings and helping people find us that would not otherwise learn that we are there. So I think everybody on the team has expressed problems with getting people together. It's real hard to get people in one place for a meeting, and that is where the best connections are formed. But if you can't get people together, you're not making connections. And what we can do virtually is keep reaching out to people, keep on their radar, keep letting people know we're here, and that opens the door to those connections.
And then the other piece with all of this amazing content is we can share links to all that content on our social media pages.
Yeah.
And so it's like killing multiple birds with one stone. You can put links in it to your newsletter. You can, the things that we're already doing.
Right.
But we didn't have to create every piece of content, which makes my soul happy.
Yeah. And I think it's just really good that we're all together on this site, because I think it also shows, you know, future Youngevity members that we can work together as a team and, you know, help each other. So
you're not alone. Yep.
Right. And that's such a huge concern, I think, starting a business it is hard alone. And I think every one of us has gone through that and knows what an uphill battle it is.
Yeah.
So we're not alone anymore. We've got each other.
Right. So, yes.
Monica, can you talk about what I understood? So we're each listed as authors, which means each of us has power to log in and write a post and post it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you guys want more, content on your page that's about you, then just email it to me and I'll get it up there and be good to go. So, oh, you upgraded the meeting?
How was that? They just gave us a gift.
Oh, really?
They took the time limit off.
Yeah. So do you guys need do you have any other questions or any concerns or?
If there's no other questions about the blogging and posting and general content, I'd love to move on to the members page and see what's been done there, what needs doing there, and what we want on the members page.
Here's the members page.
So the members page.
I'll log in. There's nothing on it.
Okay. So what I had in mind for this page was a place where we as members can go to learn about how to get going in longevity, what other tools are out there, even things like the ag products, which don't have a lot of information on them. They're kind of off the radar. I put a page together that at least shows what those are. And so those I think need to be password protected. I think they should be for longevity distributors. Yeah. But this is a place where people on our team can go to collect some of that onboarding information.
So this is the builder section, right?
The distributors that have said, I want to make
this. Would have saved me a decade in getting started because everything's so disjointed. If we had one page, like all the links and what is featured on those different links, what you can access on them in terms of just resources from longevity, that would be huge, I think.
Okay. So actually, Monica, if you'll go to, so there's nothing here yet, just the login?
It's it's blank in there.
Okay, can you go to my webpage, or maybe I should go to my webpage? Go to the endofite.com.
Oh, Endofite? Okay. All right.
Okay. I think it's under our extension team. We never meet, so I've never really told anybody about this, but you can go into members only, and it's got the same setup. It's got the password longevity with @ for the O.
Capital Y.
Y @ UNGEVITY.
Oh, that didn't work. Okay, capital Y.
Maybe I didn't put the @ Go ahead and try that, and if it doesn't get in, just put longevity.
Yeah, I'll just do longevity with the capital Y there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm spelling longevity right. Yep, I am.
Okay. So I've got a site there.
Mary, why have I not seen these things?
I told Sandy to tell you this.
You don't tell Sandy to tell me.
Okay, but step one. So when a new distributor signs up, they can come to this page. Okay. Step one lets them enter their email and get on my email list. Okay. They put their first name, last name, and member ID, and they'll start getting my announcements. Step two, I tell them schedule an appointment with your enroller. Step three, I think that link goes to the Paul Croto and Cheryl Morley training. We aren't signing enough people up. I've forgotten what this does. Yeah, okay, so it takes them to the Longevity University, and they can get trained. Okay. Step 4 is join our team calls, and right now, actually, this one needs updating. What happens when you click see calendar?
It goes to calendar.
Okay, we do still have this. By the way, since everyone's here, on the 26th, Cindy Nicholson is going to join us to talk about our scholarship.
27th?
You have it on the 27th at 9 a.m.
Sorry, 27th. Okay. So we do have a Google Calendar, and all this can go, all of this, I think, can get moved onto the our extension team page.
Yeah.
I think it fits better then. And then and I think we're kind of moving more and more towards meetings online. I love our meetings at Milagros, but nobody's available at the right times for those. It's like we keep getting one person on board, 2 people on board, and losing everybody else. So the nice thing with online calls is that we can meet like this, we can record it, and then the people who didn't meet can play it back. And then we've got links, we've got the playbacks to team calls, we've got the YouTube channel, we've got Tom and Denise Chenault's Masters of Enrollment site, and then we've got this Joshua Dubcat Memorial maintained by Marvin Ropp, and that's kind of a neat site for finding testimonies and interviews with Doc Wallach and some of this kind of stuff. In fact, Marvin's going to interview me on there this summer, so we'll have some of those interviews to share and that kind of thing. But it is a pay to play site. He pays for the site kind of like we're paying for this one. You subscribe for, what is it, Glenn? I think we pay $125 a year to be on that.
Yeah.
And you can actually sign up members through this site. So
yeah. And I use the health evaluation site, which is another system that works really well too, that we should go over so people know.
You know, I haven't used it, and I would love to figure that out because I'd love to implement that as a regular thing.
Yeah, it's
go ahead.
Well, I think it's put together really well, and it's a tool that you would send after you've determined their need, and just like anything else, you have to kind of get them to commit to watching it and doing the evaluation. But as soon as they do, you'll get a link knowing that they did. You'll see their score, and then you can follow up with them. So it's kind of nice that way.
Awesome.
Actually, I guess we can also put the health evaluation link on here from Longevity.
Yeah. The other thing I thought about was like David Allen Capital, Longevity Services, and some of these others.
Ooh.
I actually struggled with how much to put on this because you don't want to overwhelm the new member when they show up.
But remember, it's pick your passion, and everyone that we bring on board is going to have a different passion. We could add capability in David Allen Capital, for example. And so as long as it's separated, kind of like you have here, so you can have like health, and these are the links. Clothing, these are the links. David Allen Capital, these are the links that matter to you, so that it's kind of categorized so it isn't overwhelming. You go look at the things you care about.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's so I got an update on David Allen Capital. We're going to be doing insurance, health insurance.
Holy shit, are you kidding me?
I am not. I saw a presentation this weekend. I got to go to the leadership deal this weekend.
Oh, good.
And it's not fully online. I think July is their go live date.
Oh, man.
So we won't be licensed insurance agents, but what we'll do is we'll refer people.
Brokers.
To, right. Or I don't know. It's going to be legal, however the heck we do it. And Longevity's cut a deal with a big provider, a PPO type person.
Yes.
And essentially, it's there to fill the gap of people who do not have insurance.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. So, and premiums are probably less than what employee pays. No deductibles. They pay from $1. And one of the programs he described was a 50-50. So if your procedure costs $1,000, they'll pick up 500. You pick up 500, and no deductible. So
Nice.
again, it fills a niche, a void that we have in our current
There's
system.
a lot of people that are paying too much because they have to have something.
Right.
And don't want what they have, and they don't want to be uninsured.
Do
So
you
I thought
have
that
any
was
idea
exciting.
of what plan costs will be for the new program?
I do. I got a packet of info.
Awesome.
So I hadn't even opened it, but it.
Glenn.
Oh, that's not all. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have so much fun driving to Utah.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I learned so much. So I'll just save it.
Dang it.
We're going to go into information overload on that trip.
So one of the guys, Rico Life, so his one of the companies we bought this guy's from out of Mexico, and he gave us his version of, he called it tap routing, and I thought this was great. So for the business builders, and I'm just going to briefly describe it to you. So as for people that that want to do the business, and they're like, I'm all about the money, and so in his organization, it's the most important thing to do is get somebody earning money, earning a check. He says, just a check. I don't know, it could be a $20 check. It don't matter. Just get them a check within 72 hours of them signing up. Can you imagine? So all he does, he has that person give them 10 names of people that he knows that they may be interested, or she knows they may be interested in doing the same. And what he'll do, he'll take those 10 names, because his new enrollee is still kind of a little like, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. He'll go and call those 10 names and find one out of that 10 who will sign up. And then he asks that new sign up for 10 names, and then he'll go find another, and he does this 7 levels down. And the people he signed up, he puts them under the guy who gave him the original 10.
Right.
So he's building them a straight line down, and he gets them 7 down. He does it within the 3-day period. And then he goes back to the guy who gave him the initial 10 and says, okay, now you have to qualify, and so you need to place in this order, and once you place your order in, you're going to receive a check. And I was like, wow, this guy's pretty brilliant. So anyways, we have to put it down on paper, work the numbers, and make sure everybody understands how it works. But this guy is it's really promising to grow quickly.
So let me ask something. Going back to, I guess, to that startup page, I'm wondering if maybe now that we have our own site, I should just limit it, because your enroller is going to be telling you where to find the David Allen Capital or the clothing or the makeup, if that's what you're interested in, right? But let's just kind of show them what our team has to offer. And maybe I take off the Tom Chenault and the Joshua Dubcat and point to how to get enrolled on our list and our information and that kind of thing. Is that, I don't know, I guess I'd just like feedback on what should be on this page.
I think you're right, because in the beginning, it's information overload. So you really don't want to send them to all those different sites, because they're just going to be overwhelmed. So again, depending on what you're wanting to achieve with them, if they're just going to be a product user and they want to learn more about product, then I think we need to have some pages that send them there.
Right.
If they're like, oh my gosh, and this is it, when people sign up, they're excited. Oh my gosh, I just gave you $500 and all this opportunity is going to happen my way. So you have to beat the buyer's remorse. So that's the idea behind the 72 hours. He was like, oh, nothing's happened. That's a mistake. So
People
this is a problem I've always tried to work out in my head too. I'm like, man, what? I would really want to share this with people, but and you just gonna have to call it. They either are in or they're not. And if they need more time, then let them have more time and just be a product user. Don't try to push the business on at this point.
Okay. So I do have a page that points to some of the wallet stuff. I've got a Dead Doctors Don't Lie recording that, Glenn, I pulled off the DVD you gave me, and then I've got a link to the movie. And then I've got a page that has the trace minerals, and I've got mixed feelings about putting this one on the website because it takes a unique member to share the farm products, I think.
Yeah. So like in our interviews, we just got to figure out what their passion is and then drive them towards that. If they like coffee, then so you're going to love our coffees. Here's some information on our coffees. There's a coffee CEO pack. You should get that and you're on your way.
So for me, like as a person who wants to build and has limited time, I love having one location to find all the links relevant to someone that I'm talking to, because I feel like I spend a lot of time looking for the right place to direct people. And so and maybe this is, I don't know how this all ties together with the website and stuff, but even if there's like a resource list that we can go to when we're trying to identify where do we direct, what's the process? I don't know.
I hear you.
So for different levels of person.
Yeah.
I know where you're saying like some new people are going to be totally overwhelmed, but totally agree. Someone like me, I'm like, give me all the info, I can navigate and find what I need. And it's kind of two ends of the spectrum.
Right.
Maybe the resource center needs to be on there, the longevityrc.com. Because I'm thinking, again, everybody who gets through that member page is already going to have looked at their replicated website, and they're going to have seen the collection of information that's here. But to me, what's not intuitive is finding out that you also have the resource center at longevityrc.com. And so this might be something I need to add to that list.
Well, like the Longevity University.
There's that whole link of longevity Zoom calls and longevity events and longevity brands and so forth. Right?
Yeah, and so that's why you would send people through Longevity University first, because that's going to give them the overview and answer a lot of those very simple questions if they just would spend the time to go through it. Most people can get through it in 3 hours. It sounds like a university, so some people prepare for 4 years. But
yeah. Well, and that's one thing I'm leery about, is recreating so much that when longevity updates, we've got to go back and update.
Oh, true. That's true too.
Because that could turn into a lot of website maintenance. And I've been writing blog articles and fresh content and reinventing the wheel.
Yeah, that's a problem with Marvin's site. He's got to update his when Longevity updates theirs. And if we just tie to the live site, then we're not having to do any of that updating. If they decide to change pricing, it's already loaded in. We're not arguing with people why Tangerine is now $70 versus $60.
Yep, I agree.
Well, so yeah, I like the idea that just keep it back to live pages. And I think too, there was a pretty strong argument made in several different presentations I heard, but less choices is more to begin with. We just need them to get started and to understand whatever it is they want to pursue.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once we get them past that, and so, okay, so you understand this piece of it. Now, here's what else you can do, right? This is what you can go out and offer to people you know. And so then the argument comes in, well, I don't know anything about the essential oils, right? And that's happened even in our group. How do I know that they pass mustard and all this stuff? And so that becomes, now you're going to laugh, and I had a hard time with this one too. But the leaders are seeing, and this is even coming from some of we have a dentist, Corey Gold, Dr. Gold, and he could talk the tech lingo with you all day long. But his answer says, I really don't know. I just know it works and it makes me feel great. Because people who are asking about if it's got such and such certification and is sanctioned by whoever, and and they're looking to find a hole in your story and start an argument. And really the message was, it's best to steer away from that. Not that we can't. They're going to discover that it meets all their mustard, but they're just looking for okay, so I know I'm talking to the wrong group. So there is a technical group that represents about a third of the population. I think they estimated. And they have to know it all. And so that's when you're just gonna have to identify those people and say, oh, they're gonna need all the information before they make a move, and which is fine. Mm-hmm. And so then that's when we give them, especially if they're gonna spend the time to learn about it. Mm-hmm. But my biggest reason for spending more time to learn about it is that I took the risk, I took a leap of faith and tried the product first. And was like really impressed with that. And I was like, I got to learn more now. So again, the focus should be on getting them just to stage one, signing up, trying the product, having an experience.
You're right. I agree with your perspective a lot.
Have we answered everything people need to know about how to navigate the website?
I think so.
I guess we've certainly stressed the importance. It's going to help all of us. The more we can post, the more content we can put up there. So it doesn't always have to be posting a blog article. You could make an infographic. Do we want to put an event page and move this Google Calendar onto that?
Yeah, you can if you want.
And then maybe, I don't know enough about Google Calendars. Can I think I can make some events private and some public?
Well, the person has to host the Google Calendar, so you'll have to go under your Google account, make the calendar, name it, our extension team, and then I'll need the code for it to put into the WordPress.
Okay, but I can still make some events private on that, right? Like our distributor meetings. I can still just make private to distributors.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Why would you want to? Because if someone's interested or they're becoming a distributor, that would be the one place to look to see all events, but it would be like distributors only, blah, 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 or like, so I would think that our events are generally open to the public. If somebody comes into any of them, maybe they attend the distributor meeting because they are considering becoming a distributor. I don't know. Just throwing it out.
But just clearly mark them so that people don't come in thinking
right. This is product focused or customer focused. This is business focused.
Okay.
I don't know. Just a thought.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Anything else we should do before I shut off the recording?
I'm going to tell you guys something I didn't tell you. I am testing out a piece of software on my phone, and so I've been recording this as well on a service that transcribes the words. So I used this as a test case. I'm going to download it, edit it, and I'll send it to you, Mary. sorry, I lost you. Send it to you, Mary, and see if you think it's a useful thing to also append maybe to the video link or whatever.
Yeah, that could be great.
Cool.
I'm anxious to see what app you're using.